Live Hope and Planet Glies join forces to change the world. Live Hope is supporting communities globally, including the indigenous tribe from New Zealand, Australia, Africa, Asia, South America, and the Native Americans. The pandemic worsened their situation, and Live Hope is helping with food, supplies, and medical necessities. Your contribution is fundamental for their survival. Please donate now to www.livehopefestival.com. While Planet Glies is supporting healthcare workers on the front line worldwide with their necessary protective gear. Your contribution will protect our heroes, doctors and nurses from around the world, to stay safe and keeping fighting COVID-19. Please donate now to www.planetglies.com. The only way we are going to get through this is thinking as we and acting as one. I'm joined by Kaylyn Lewis. Hi, Kaylyn.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good.
I wanted to share with you what we're doing here today, and your story is so inspiring that we felt that it needed to be told.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Tell us, how old are you and where are you in the world?
So I'm 21 years old. I'm a single mom. I work full time. I'm a student for aesthetics, and right now this world is crazy with everything that's going on. So I'm just trying to do my best to inspire others through music and sharing my story and helping others that might be able to relate to what I'm going through or what I've gone through in my life, along with all the other crazy things that are going on in this world right now. It's really important for us all to unite and become one together.
I want to share with you what Live Hope and Planet Glies are doing. They join forces to change the world. Live Hope is supporting communities globally. And that's why we want to know where you are.
Oh, yes, I'm currently in Colorado.
Nice. And is that where you usually live? Is where you're from?
So I live here now. I've been here for about 4 years, if not more, and I'm from Florida originally.
So what brought you to Colorado?
My mom had us move here. She has her own business that she does really well here, so we just decided to move to Colorado, and I've been here ever since. So.
And where were you studying before?
Before, like in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so in Florida, I was in Naples, and I lived there majority of my life. So it's really cool seeing the differences from Florida versus Colorado. I get the best of both worlds. I miss the beach, but I love the mountains here as well. It's super beautiful over here.
When you moved to Colorado, what were the challenges that you had to face?
So some of the challenges for sure were we found out that our dad had passed away right around the time when we moved here to Colorado, and it was hard for me to adjust, being the new girl at school, and I'm sure it was hard for my sister too, just making new friends and making good new friends, because after you grow up with other people a majority of your life, it's hard to get to know new people, and being able to trust others, and um, just different things that were happening at the time, but we always were able to figure it out. My mom's always been really good about that.
How was for you to lose your dad and how you faced that moment?
It was definitely really tough, especially with how it happened, because he actually committed suicide, unfortunately. And then the school that I went to, that I graduated from here in Colorado, there was a number of suicides at the school, which in Florida, I never really had to deal with suicides like that. So I hadn't really experienced it before until it happened with my dad and our uncle. And so going to a school where it's common, that was really hard because I understood it on a personal level. So I always tried to help students, the people I went to school with. I lost some of my friends to suicide, and it's just really sad to see these young lives just go so fast because of something that's temporary.
And that's why we're here today, because we feel you have so many positive messages to share with us. And I want to share with you also that Live Hope and Planet Glees decided to join forces to change the world. Live Hope is supporting the communities globally, including the indigenous tribes from New Zealand, Australia, Africa, Asia, South America, and the Native Americans, because the pandemic worsened their situation, and Live Hope is helping with food, supplies, and medical necessities. And people's contribution is fundamental for their survival. So I want to remind everyone to donate to www.livehopefestival.com. And Planet Glees also is supporting healthcare workers on the front line worldwide with their necessary protective gear. And people's contribution will protect our heroes, the doctors and the nurses from around the world, to stay safe and keeping fighting COVID-19. So I want to ask everyone to donate to www.planetglees.com. Any amount is welcome, but when people donate $100 or more, they will be able to receive for free a baseball cap, a t-shirt, a mask, or a mug that we specifically designed as a thank you for people that want to join our cause and to make them feel part of this big community. So I wanted to make sure that everybody and you also were part of this community.
Yes, I love that.
Tell me more that how you get from these stories are really sad, but at the same time you're always so positive and keep good energy and fighting. I want to know how music influenced you in your life.
Yes, so really, things that have really influenced me in the music industry is number one, telling my story or stories, different things I experienced, whether it's a heartbreak from a breakup, whether it's losing loved ones. Recently, I lost my boyfriend. He was an ex-addict, and unfortunately, he had relapsed, and that was really hard. So I've dealt with suicide, losing people from overdose, addiction, all these different battles that we suffer with in this world. So although that there's always going to be that light in the world, there's always going to be the dark, and I think it's really important to bring that light to as many people as possible, to show them that there's so much more light in this world than dark. If we all come together, if we all put in the effort to make this world a better place, we can really go far in a positive direction.
We feel your light, and that's why we really wanted to have you here. You said so many touched so many subjects like suicide and heartbreak and overdose, but you are also a mom. Tell us how that was for you.
Yeah, so that's a crazy story. I got married the wrong way, that's for sure, to somebody I thought I knew well, but I really didn't know, and it ended up being a toxic relationship. But I got married actually when I was in high school, right before I graduated. So I was pregnant in high school, and I kept it a secret from everybody because I had a lot of friends in high school, and I didn't want to get a bad reputation or people to judge me and start rumors because they didn't really know me all that well. And so that was really hard to deal with and keep that a secret for so long. But I got through it. And then after being in that toxic relationship, it took me a few years, but I finally was able to leave that relationship and be independent, get my own apartment, pay my own bills, do everything for myself and for my family, because I wanted to do what was best for my son, for him to grow up in a good home where his parents weren't constantly arguing. I think it's better for him to see me being independent and working hard for what I need, what we need as a family, versus all the negativities. Not everybody's meant to be together, so I guess I didn't have the best luck with my marriage, but you never know what's to come. I know that God has a lot of great things in store, and he shows me every day that he's got something planned for me, so I'm very grateful.
You're such an inspiration, especially for young girls because you went through many difficult moments, but you're kept going and staying positive, and you want to share positivity. I know you have some songs. Tell us a bit more about your career in singing and songwriting.
Yeah, so I've been writing songs since I was a little girl. Is I started to really see where my talent was going since about, I'd say, the fourth grade. In the fourth grade, I auditioned for the Philharmonic back in Florida, and I got in, and that was a super awesome experience because it's professional, where they do everything classically trained, and you have to read music, you sing with the whole choir, you perform in front of thousands of people. So that was super cool doing that at such a young age. And then it built up my confidence with my music and songwriting. And then I eventually was able to sing for the Boston Red Sox game at the age of 16. So that was a super awesome opportunity that I got to do. And I just keep going and just keep creating, especially when I feel a heavy amount of emotions. That's when I just let it all out on the paper, whatever I'm feeling, whether it's sad, happy, just really anything.
How is your creative process? Do you write the lyrics first or the music?
Honestly, I do both. So I normally, what I like to do is I like to kind of get an instrumental, a background, and then I start to write to it, whatever I'm feeling, whatever I think sounds good. But there's other times where I just think of words and I'm like, oh, I was like, this sounds great. And so my main goal with the music is to really just have others inspired. So I think like right now with everything that's going on, I think it's really important for people to be inspired to have hope for the light to come, to conquer whatever's going on in this world, that we can overcome all of this, because I know sometimes people get really doubtful and they think the worst, but we need to be thinking the best, the most positive for us to get out of this. And
What
we can definitely do it together. We really can.
what pushed you to stay positive? Where do you
Um,
find the strength?
Honestly, my son makes me a lot more positive than what I probably would be if I didn't have him. He really is my motivation. So whenever I'm being doubtful or maybe not thinking as positive as normal, I think of life, because I'm sure all moms can relate. When you bring a beautiful life into this world, there's nothing you wouldn't do for that life. And then I think of all the lives all around the world. And I think of my son and how he's my everything. And then I'm like, wow, there's millions of moms all over, and they feel exactly how I feel about my son. So it's just a beautiful thing. Mother Nature uniting the people. This world is all we have. If we don't take care of our world and the people in it, then we don't have anything. So I think we really need to value everything that is provided to us.
What's your son name and how old is he now?
Yeah, his name is Jackson and he's 2.
Oh, and
Yeah.
how your life changed. Also, you were a student from being a mom, becoming a mom.
Yeah, so it's changed my life so much, because I like the little things that you wouldn't ever think about. You realize once your life changes so much. Um so I used to think of like stupid little things, and then it went from like thinking, oh, my body doesn't look good in this picture, to now I'm like, you know what, I don't really care because I have a baby now. But I think that anybody is capable of doing anything, and as long as you put your mind to it. I started working out, and I feel like my body is better than ever after having a kid, and I was like, that's so crazy how that turned out. So I think that if you're driven and you're consistent, you're going to do whatever it is that you want, whatever goals you want. You can achieve anything that you put your mind to.
How did your life change with the pandemic?
So I wasn't able to work because right now, well, I'm actually transitioning my jobs right now. But at the time when this all was starting, I was working 2 jobs. One of my jobs was as a waitress, and my other job was as a front desk receptionist. So both of those jobs I couldn't do. So I didn't have a way of income. and that was really hard. And then there was so many people filing for unemployment. So then when I was trying to file for unemployment, I wasn't able to get it right away. So it was definitely a struggle because being a single parent, I'm sure a lot of people can relate, or just families in general, whether you're single, not single, whatever your situation may be, not having a way of income is really difficult because you have to pay your rent, your car insurance, food, just so many different things that we all are responsible for. So it definitely was hard, but now I'm able to work again, thank goodness. But
Good. And
yeah.
we are here also because we want to share and we want everyone to listen to your talent. And I know you have a song ready for us that you're going to sing a cappella. Can we hear it, please?
Oh yeah, for sure. I would love to sing. It's called Love On. And so I'll go ahead and do that real quick.
Yes.
I'm just going to come over this way. All right. Are you ready for a difference? Are you ready for a change? If we don't start now, this world will become more deranged. How can we stand together and never be united if we point our guns and keep on fighting? For we are all human, so put a hand in hand. Remember Mother Nature for the sake of our land, and love on, love on, love on, so we can be strong. Love on, love on, love on, so we can be strong. There's too much chaos and trauma going on. We'll never know what's right if we keep doing wrong. How can we stand together and never be united if we point our guns and keep on fighting? For we are all human, so put a hand in hand. Remember Mother Nature for the sake of our land, and love on, love on, love on, so we can be strong. Love on, love on, love on, so we can be strong. Ooh, there's too much chaos and trauma going on. We'll never know what's right if we keep doing wrong. Love on, love on, love on, so we can be strong. Love on, love on, love on, so we can be strong. Thank you.
Wow, you have a fantastic voice. and singing a cappella with no music. It was already so good. Wow, fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much.
Very, very beautiful voice. Also, we are all about communities and bringing people together. And your look is very interesting. What's your background?
Oh, yes, so I'm multiracial. So I have a little bit of Irish, Polish, Black, Native American, Hispanic in me. So I'm a whole melting pot.
Where specifically the Native Americans? Which do you know which tribe?
Oh my goodness, my mom would be so disappointed in me right now. I swear I know what tribes
Tell
I'm
me about your
from.
mom.
My mom, so she's a very inspirational woman. She's my role model. She's always been able to do exactly what she puts her mind to. And she comes from Native and Hispanic background, and her father was the Irish and Polish, Dutch. And so she's just a beautiful mix and has a lot of different ethnicities in herself as well, which is where I get it from. And she just always shows me how I'm able to do anything that I.
What does she do, your mom?
Oh, so she is a formulator. She's been a licensed esthetician for over 20 years. She has her own organic skincare line. It's called Green Difference. So if any of you guys need some organic skincare, I would highly recommend. She has some great stuff. It's helped me with my skin so much. I used to have really bad cystic acne growing up, so my skin's come a long way. And she's helped me with being an entrepreneur, showing me how to run a business, follow her footsteps. And I'm basically doing the same thing as her because I'm in esthetician school right now myself. So it's kind of funny to see how I grew up to become a lot
Is
like my
she
mom.
involved with Native Indians?
What was that?
Involved with the Native Indians, your mom?
Oh, yes, she's very involved. She's always doing work. We actually went to Standing Rock with for to fight for the pipelines to prevent them from installing the pipelines where the water was being polluted and killing the life. And it just a lot of craziness was going on at that time when people were fighting at the front lines and being hurt. And it was just awful to see that because all we want is to protect our land and to have clean, fresh water that we should have being here, especially in America where it's the land of the free. I think that it's not fair for them to try to take that away from the Native Americans from us
We
and
have a
to.
we have a song, a video ready, and I wanted to know how that was connected with the natives and what's the story behind.
Oh, yes, so that video is really to just really tell a story and to show that we need to really take care of Mother Nature and our earth because the Native Americans, they found this land and then it was taken from them. Anything that they ever had was taken from them, and this is the time to show that this is all of ours, and to unite the people and to protect our water, to protect the land, to protect the people. And I just think it's really important for us to get that message across, to really not to take anything for granted, and for people to not just think that one person or one sort of race should have, that mentality where they should be the one to own it. Or, what I'm trying to say? Basically, what I'm trying to say is that it's for all of us. And it's not fair for it to be taken away because of whatever race, religion. We should all be united no matter what we look like, you know?
You are such a mix. How you feel connected with all your backgrounds?
Oh, yes. It's really a beautiful thing, and I just really embrace every culture that I have. Whether it's the Black in me, the Native, Hispanic, whatever it is, I love to embrace all my cultures because that makes me who I am. It makes you who you are, and I don't think it's a good. I don't agree with people trying to hide their culture because they're ashamed because of whatever history has done to us, you know? And I think that whatever culture you are, whatever beauty you have, embrace that. And don't be afraid to show who you are, because nobody else is going to be like you. You're the only version of yourself, so embrace it.
What's the title of the music video we're about to watch?
I believe it would be the Love On, the one that I just sang.
And where did you shoot it?
So I actually shot that right by where I live in Colorado, by Creekside. Just super beautiful in the nature. You see all the water, the trees, the grass, the sun. It was just absolutely amazing. It was a beautiful day out, and I was like, you know what, this would be awesome to just get some footage over here and really show even, you know, even in someone's backyard, the beauty that there is, like, that people don't even realize is such a beauty because they're so used to it. Because I can never get sick of living in Colorado, but I hear people complaining all the time, like, oh, I want to get out of here. I'm like, well, you should just be thankful for everything that you have, you know?
The message that you want to share with this video?
The message I want to share is that we have a beautiful world, and in order for it to stay beautiful, we have to take care of it, appreciate Mother Nature, appreciate what our ancestors have helped work on. So many of our ancestors have put so much work into this world, and we just take it for granted. So I really think it's important for us not to take it for granted, and that our ancestors are looking down on us and want us to do what is best for our world, so then we can live on and for generations to come to make a difference, and to just have the best type of world that we possibly can is the goal.
We want to make sure that everybody in every community around the world feels connected. And what you're saying is so beautiful, because you embrace this mix and this connection. So if everybody could feel like you, there would be much more connection in the world. Don't you agree?
Oh, yes, of course. And that's the goal that I want, is for more people to be inspired by this video and to feel that love that we have, that we're trying to share. So it's a bigger, better picture, that it's just not an idea. We're taking action on doing it to make it
So
happen.
let's watch
to
the
make it
video.
true.
Let's see.
Yes, let's do it.
Apologize, because we are in mix with so many cultures. That's not the right video. So we want to make sure that we show the right video. We are in connection with communities from all around the world, from the Caribbean, from Puerto Rico, from Italy, from Africa. So we receive videos from all around the world. So I apologize for that. We have the video that Kaylyn prepared, and here it is.
Winning with Johnny, water is life. Way ya, way ya, way ya, way ya, way ya.
I'm ready for a different.
Are you ready for a change?
we're having some technical problems with the video, so I want to carry on asking Kaylyn about her music and her career and her life.
Oh yeah. So, well, what do you want to know about
For your
the?
music career, what do you hope for you? What do you want to achieve with your music?
With my music, my goal is to become a professional singer, just because music really is my life. It's the way I express myself, my emotions, and it's what I really go to whenever I'm feeling any sort of way. So I just really want to be able to inspire so many people, no matter where they are, any part of the world. I just want people to be able to sing to my music and just be able to feel the emotions behind it, and to really help this world become a better place. One of my dreams has always been, if I do become a successful singer, I really want to dig deep into nonprofit organizations, do a lot of good for all over. I've always been involved with my church, and I've always wanted to do ministry work, and that's just always been something put on my heart to do, to help so many children, moms, families all over. So that's really my goal, is to be able to make that happen one day.
One last question: what advice you want to give to the young people, younger generation watching right now?
Yes. So, what the advice I want to give to everybody that's watching this, no matter how old you are, the young, the old, just to know that you are loved, that you do have a purpose, and although you might not know what you're doing with your life at the moment, it will come, because you will figure it out. We're not going to know exactly what we want to do for the rest of our lives when we're 16, 17 years old. You have plenty of time, you have a long life to figure that out, and that you can do a lot of good in this world. You can make a lot of people smile, you can save lives, you're
Thank
capable
you
of
so
doing
much.
anything that you want.
Thank you so
Mhm.
much, Kaylyn. It was such a
Of course.
pleasure and inspiration to have you live to share your story and tell us all about your art, your music, and what you hope for the future. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your support. We will see you soon.
Thank
We
you.
will have you live again for more music.
Yes.
Yes?
Sounds great to me. Of course.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, and we will see you soon.
Sounds good. Bye-bye.
Bye. There was Kaylyn Lewis with her music and her message of positivity and connection for all the tribes around the world. I want to remind you one more time, we're here to support communities and the doctors and healthcare workers around the world. So please go donate to www.livehopefestival.com and to www.planetgliss.com. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you soon. Bye.